on, San Diego? Woo! Yeah, my name is Maria Elena. I do live here now, but I'm originally from the East Coast. We got some East Coast people here? Yeah. Nobody's from San Diego, right? It's a like myth or something. Where are my East Coast people at? Where are you from? Yeah. All right, well, you don't count. It's like the East Coast doesn't want you, the South doesn't want you. You got Joe Manchin, go deal with that. Go move home and deal with that. Anyways, I live here now, I live over in PB, and guys, it's so hard to live here. You know, I know what I am, okay? I'm like a San Diego 1, a 2, if I've been doing one of those Kim Kardashian, like, 16-pound weight loss things, you know, in like 5 days. But you know, on the East Coast, it's great. I'm from Delaware, guys. Like in Delaware, I'm at least like a 7. You go up to Philadelphia, I'm like pulling straight 9s, guys. Honestly, I could definitely get the perfect 10, but it's just not fucking worth going to Cleveland. Fuck those people. No, we love busted people. They make us feel great about ourselves. Anyway, I got to go home recently. I was back in Delaware, and I was telling my dad about doing stand-up. And he looked at me kind of like the same way he looked at his 2008 stock portfolio. Kind of like, fuck, if I knew it was going to take this turn, I would have pulled out sooner. No, my parents love me, I think, you know. But whenever you're home, it's always like kind of hard. You have to think about your childhood, so everybody drink to that. Yeah, and I had kind of an interesting childhood. I spent most of it in an institution where I was only allowed outside for like 20 minutes a day to run around an empty parking lot. And I was kind of shepherded from place to place by like an unyielding warden. And like once or twice a year, they would dress me up and walk me to a fancy building where like a scary man in a long robe would try to make me confess. That's right, guys, I went to Catholic school. Still recovering. I tried to get back in touch with my, you know, faith recently, and I went to Ash Wednesday Mass for the first time in a very long time. And actually, you know, I'm kind of proud of the Catholic Church. They're taking steps forward, okay? In an effort to be more sustainable, instead of burning palms for the ashes that they put on your forehead on Ash Wednesday, now they're just burning the evidence. They got thousands and thousands of pages of NDAs, you know, why not use them? Yeah, we love that. I just went through a breakup recently. Nobody was more upset than my mother. That woman, bless her heart, has been trying so hard since I was like 15 years old. Everywhere she goes, she'll find a couple that looks around my age, and she will walk up to them whether she knows them or not and be like, oh, like he seems so nice. Does he have a brother? I have a daughter. She's not picky. Yeah. Anyway, I went through a breakup recently. I don't really know what happened there. I guess I just learned that some men can't handle emotional terrorism. Who knew? And as I've been back out there, like I learned the word love bombing. Do you guys know what love bombing is? Yeah, these ladies know. It's when like a dude that you're like not that into just like showers you with like attention, love, affection until you start to reciprocate, and then he abandons you. Yeah, it's like pretty bad, but I don't think it warrants the word bombing. Okay? Like if you're gonna do like a bombing thing, you gotta do what I do. See, I take someone who just like annoys me and I completely destroy them, and then I help them rebuild in my image, and then I take all the credit, and then you have the Hiroshima love bomb. Hey, it's actually better than the version where halfway through the rebuild, you realize it's not worth it and you get the fuck out of there. Then we've reached Afghanistan love bomb. Guys, I don't hate men, I just really love the military-industrial complex. It's really inspirational. Yeah, I'm back out on the dating scene again though, and look, I'm a basic white girl, I love astrology, I love it. Eclipse season is fucking me right now. If you know, you know. But dudes are always giving me a hard time for like being into it, and they're just like, oh, it's all fucking made up, it's all bullshit, right? And I'm like, oh yeah, Steve, tell me more about your fantasy league. Yeah. My thing's made up? Bullshit. But we need things to get, like everyone needs something to get them out of shit they don't want to do. And that's really what all of this shit is, right? For dudes, it's super easy. It's like, oh, like, I can't help you move that day, bro. I got my fantasy draft. For me, it's more complicated, but I get to have more fun with it. It's more like, oh my God, Christy, there is nothing I would love more than to go to your 4th child's gender reveal party. But I just checked my horoscope, and it does seem like Mercury's gonna be in retrograde that day. And as a rising fire sign, I just don't want to go and spark some sort of natural disaster and take away from you and your baby or your fetus or whatever the fuck it is. And because that's what the day is supposed to be about. But I'm sending you all the good vibes, and I'm hoping you pop that thing out before Scorpio season because, honey, you can't handle one of those. And now I don't get invited anywhere. Since I've been single, I've been trying to focus on myself, and I decided to go on a diet recently. But before I did my research, okay, guys? I looked at keto, and I looked at Whole30, and then I looked at my bank account, and I realized that intermittent fasting was really the one for me. 1 meal a day was right on budget. But seriously, like, I wanted to take care of myself and focus on my health. But like doctors and insurance is complicated, okay? So really the way to go is wellness, because it's great. Wellness is great, you just buy it online. I used to, like, for example, I used to have to go to the dentist. And now I just buy like $40 worth of crystals off the internet. And they keep away cavities and bad vibes. Yeah, 2-for-1 sale, guys. And for like the depression, it's super easy, okay? You just go ahead and you get a salt lamp, a weighted blanket, and some sage to burn. And it's really working, guys. I am now sleeping all through the night. And most of the day. Awesome. But it's hard to be sad when you're asleep. I was in Target the other day. We got any Target fans here? Woo! Yeah. Like one guy over here was like, me, I love Target. Well, sir, I have some bad news for you. It's not for you. It's not. Target is for one specific group of people, and that is a woman in crisis. Okay? I have this new theory that just like our periods, like women's Target runs sync up, so that we all arrive at Target in the moment in our cycles when we are most vulnerable. If you don't believe me, the next time you go into Target, just take a look around. You have a whole spectrum of suffering there. You got the one end of the spectrum with the mom who is on her last fucking nerve, okay? And she's just furious, bulldozing through the aisles looking for some seasonal decor to help her mark the passage of time, because her life did not turn out the way that she thought it would. But, Arbor Day's coming up and she has the perfect towels for the guest bath, And on the other end of the spectrum, you have a woman standing in the baby section, holding up an infant onesie, staring off into the distance, having an existential crisis. She's thinking to herself, what the fuck am I doing? I am buying baby clothes for my best friend from college, second baby, not her first, her second. When do we think the last time Callie was blackout drunk was? I bet you it wasn't last night. Do I have a problem? God, is this what the rest of my life is gonna be like? Is anyone ever gonna love me? Am I just gonna be that weird childless aunt that goes and buys completely inappropriate gifts, like a baby onesie for a 2-year-old because I don't understand how baby sizes work? Why do we keep counting them in months after they turn a year old? It makes no sense! It makes no sense. And she's thinking this as just one more egg drops into her empty womb. If that sounds familiar at all, you probably saw me at the sports arena Target recently. Oh, guys, I turned 30 recently, and as you can tell, I'm doing great with it. And I think, you get a little nostalgic. You start thinking about your 20s and what you did, and I just realized that really in my 20s, all I did was I was like a sociopath. I just lied all the time. I was always saying crazy things like, of course I want to be your bridesmaid. That's definitely something I want to spend money on. And things like, I love you too. Anyway, once you turn 30, I was at a wedding recently, and I was one of the only single people there. And when this happens, it's a little like a gym class where you're playing something that requires pairs. And it's not that you're not popular, it's just that nobody really wants you with them. They all just like avoid eye contact. It's like, you know, everyone knows someone's gonna get stuck with you, but everyone's just avoiding it. But I got one, you know. I picked a couple and I was like, you guys. And I walked over to them, and all of a sudden, I heard these words come out of my mouth to my friend Hadley and her boyfriend Rob. I said to them, well, Rob seems nice. Does he have a brother? I'm not picky. Thank you guys. I've been Elena Smith. Have a good night.